Kia ora guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another shed vlog. Today we are working on Ollie's truck. You've seen his truck on the channel a few times and you'll be seeing it a whole bunch more shortly. We're slowly beginning getting it prepped a little bit more for some of the slightly harder tracks. Today's job is tackling mounting a winch. We've got a couple of winches which we're going to try cobble together into one good one, a couple of Facebook deals, and yeah, we're going to look into getting that mounted. As you can see, Lando's behind us. We're still working on that as well. We'll try to get some work done on that as well. But as a Land Rover owner, one thing that has frustrated me for quite a while is the fact there's no really easy solution to mounting a winch on your trucks. You either have to buy a full winch bumper that's designed for it, which they are expensive, especially here in New Zealand, because you know you've got to freight them halfway across the world, or you have to go custom. Until now. So I've been working on making a weld together DIY winch tray to suit Disco 1s, Range Rover Classics and maybe some Defenders. I don't know. They won't suit Disco 2s unfortunately. That's something I want to work on later down the line. But for the time being, you Disco 1 and Range Rover guys finally got something. So this is it here. So you can see that's the main tray, that's the front face, and these are this is where it gets tricky. So these are, they tie into those are your front mounts at the chassis end. These are your jake ring mount, and then those are a couple tow hook mounts as well. So I've been working on that in the background. Decided I wanted to learn to draw in CAD. For those of you who are remotely interested, I highly recommended it. I learned in Fusion 360. Really easy. Yeah, drew those up and they look like they're gonna work. I just had the local shop cut them out for me. So this is a prototype. We'll find out if they do or don't work and if they need any fettling. We're gonna fit them up onto Ollie's truck and yeah, get the winch thrown together. And it's something I'm looking to sell in the future. So if you guys are interested, let us know down in the comments if it's something you'd like to see available for purchase. I'm not quite sure on pricing yet. It's early days, but it's definitely something I will work on if that interests people. So anyway, that's enough talking. We'll wait for Ollie to get here and we'll start tearing into it. So for those of you who haven't seen it, it's a facelift Disco 1, 2-inch lift, 32s, perfect club truck. Goes really well, but we're just beginning to, get it sorted for doing some of the West Coast adventures. Right. Well, the bumper's off, ready to test fit these winch plates. So, as you can see, it's designed so it all slots together. I put a lot of time and effort into it, making it so that it slots together and the strength is in the slots rather than the welds, so that even if you're not the best welder, there's still plenty of strength and you're not going to end up ripping the front bumper off. So what we're going to do, grab one of these plates and test fit it, because these holes, they were incredibly hard to get any references off the chassis rail to get them in the right spot. So we'll shoot over and we'll see if it fits. We'll see if I got these holes in the right spot. So the back one's a slot to allow for any small amount of adjustment, and then one, and how good, there we go. Turns out I must have got the holes in the right spot, so that's a big win. We'll throw the other side on and we'll show you how it goes together, but first things first, we actually need to remove the grill, because the design of this tucks the winch really far back into the grill, basically as far back as you can go without it rubbing on the transmission cooler, which is under there. You'll see once we get the grill off, so we'll crack into that, I reckon. Right, so not going to lie, I'm very relieved those holes are in the right spot. So now that we know they're in the right spot, we've just got to clean up the edges from when it's been plasma cut. You can see here they just get a little bit rough around the edge. So run the flap disc over that, tidy that all up, and yeah, then we'll get to tack it all together. Right guys, so been grinding for a wee bit, cleaned up all the mill scale off it, beveled all the edges where we're going to be, welding into into what needs to be a trough. So you can see, like, this edge here is all nice and beveled. Basically just tidied the whole lot up, so it's now ready to slot together and chuck on Ollie's truck. and then yeah, we'll tack it, pull it off, and weld it out. Ollie has not MIG welded before. No, he's never MIG welded before, so we'll get him on the welder and lay in some beads. Yeah, we'll start bolting it all up.
Like so.
Okay guys, so as you can see, winch tray is on. What I was saying before about the design being strong so that it doesn't rely on wonderful welds. You can see this slot here, basically as the tray, as the winch pulls, it's going to pull that into all of this section here. Just really strong design, and yeah, that way if someone's not the best welder out there, they shouldn't have any problems with their winch and tray tearing off the front of the truck. So what we're going to do now is tack it up all in place and pull it off the truck to then finish weld it. Right, so I've just chucked down a couple of welds. I'm going to do a couple more on the other side, and then we'll swap over to Ollie and let him have a crack on the welder and see how he goes. Ollie, how was your first welds?
Oh, it was a lot of fun actually. I've never done it before, so a bit shocking, but
no, they've actually come out plenty decent. Plenty decent. Literally his first one straight into structural holding his winch on.
it was fun. I like it a lot.
So yeah, now he's got the front surface to do. So yeah, he's going well. Anyway, let's crack into it.
The welds with my toes.
Nah, you've done very well.
Yeah.
Very good.
So much fun.
Alright guys, well, as you can see, we've got it all welded up, all ground back. Proof that someone who's not welded before can throw one of these together just fine. It's come out real good. So there's a few holes which need filling, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to throw it on the truck, and yeah, we'll throw a winch on and see how it looks. There you have it guys. One winch tray just like that. How good?
That's so cool.
Obviously I designed the tray so I could make it suit what I wanted, and in my opinion the best winch on the market that you know is in a club truck level friendly budget is the Novawinch 12,500 pound winch. Here in New Zealand you can get them through Force 4, but they're available around the world. Really good bang for buck, and having Runva winches, they're alright depending which model you get, but having seen the Novawinch winches in action, they're just that step up. And I just happen to have one. Not going to say what it's for because it's not for Ollie's truck because it's not his. But anyway, here it is. So just out of interest's sake, we decided we'd just sling it on his winch tray quickly. I designed the winch tray around the Novawinch, so it's a big winch. So basically, if it'll fit that, it should fit most Runvas, Ridge Riders, all that stuff. So we'll chuck it on and see how it looks. It doesn't quite fit the Novawinch. Like the winch will go on, but it's just a little bit snug for my liking. You could make it work, but I'll redesign it. It's the reason it's a prototype. The good news is Ollie has bought a Runva off Facebook, and we're going to try and cobble it together with one of my spare Runvas and make one good winch out of 2 average ones, and it'll fit on there just fine. The Novawinch is just a slightly bigger unit, but yeah, man, it looks good. Super chuffed for the day. Anyway, we'll lift the Novawinch out and slap the Runva in. Alright, so this is what a $100 Facebook deal looks like. So, I've got a complete Runva winch, but the drum is pretty messed up, so we're just hoping to pinch the drum out of this and chuck it in my spare one, and we'll make one good one out of 2. So we'll go grab the other winch, tear the 2 down, and hopefully make one half decent one. Oh look, there we are. Already got water coming out. Oh, go the $100 winch.
What's the other one like?
Yeah, that's pretty
Just
nasty in there. That motor is seized solid. There's probably no point even trying to get that out to look at it for a laugh, because that belongs in the scrap pile. There we go. How gross is that? Look in there, guys. That is just a not well maintained winch. Probably what my winch looks like. So this is my spare gearbox. And if we can slot this in. Oh no. That means we've got another seized drum. It's kind of frustrating, but not all that surprising. Looks like the new crusty old Facebook winch has the same issue as the last one. Brake, it seems to be seized inside the drum. So we've got the gearbox engaged, and when I turn it, I'll try turning the motor, cannot turn it at all. And then when I put it in free spool, it's turning at 1-to-1 rather than going through the gearbox, which implies that the shaft that goes through the centre is seized through the brake unit to the drum and is just turning 1-to-1. So no good. I'm not sure how to fix it currently, but we'll get it all worked out. But yeah, bit of a bummer. These things happen though, especially when you're buying cheap winches off Facebook. Alright guys, well, mostly successful day. Mega win with the winch tray. For a prototype, came out really well. Really did not need much work, or will not need much work to make it, suit all winches, and is going to work just fine on Ollie's truck until, we've got another one to throw at it, because, he's got to have the best. But no, it's been an awesome day. Bit of a bummer about the winch, but we'll work something out. Figure out how to get the brake unseized from the drum or something like that, but we'll get it all worked out. Happy with the day?
Super happy.
That's good.
80% won, I reckon.
Yeah, 80%. But yeah, anyway, we'll wrap this video up here. Let us know down in the comments what you think of it. If you're interested and in New Zealand in these winch trays, it's certainly something that we're looking to sell in the future. Just as a DIY throw it together kit. I'm sure I could probably weld a couple together for those of you who don't have the welder or the skill. Although Ollie's proved you can crack straight into it, although he's bit of a natural, I reckon. But yeah, let us know if you're keen, and I'm sure we can work something out. Yeah, once we've got the final design sorted. Anyway, give us a like if you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe for heaps more. Yeah, got a bit more happening on a few discos. Obviously Lando still mid-build, so you'll be seeing more of that as well. So yeah, hit subscribe for all that, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Cheers for watching. We'll see you then.